Channel. This is the look I will be doing for you today. This is my Burgundy Smokey Eye. If you're interested in learning how to do this look, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It helps me out a bunch. Thank you. First things first is priming my eyelids. This is Lime Crime's Waterproof Eyeshadow Helper, just so my shadow doesn't crease or budge throughout the day. And I'm just going to be pretty basic and apply that with my fingers. I have combination / oily skin, and this step is an absolute must for me. If I don't do this, then my eyelids are just a greasy mess at the end of the day. Then I'm mixing some shadows that are similar to my skin tone. This is Snowflake and Beaming from Saucebox's Etude palette, and I'm just slapping it on over the primer just to have a base for the other shadows. A base basically just helps out with the blending process, and so nothing is dragging and skipping over that primer. Next, I'll be using Sigma's E35 tapered blending brush and putting Peach Smoothie in my crease as a transition color, and a transition color again just helps out with blending and ensures that there are no harsh lines, and you definitely don't want any of those, especially with a burgundy red eye, and we want this look to be very smoked out and grungy looking, so harsh lines should be avoided like the plague. Moving on to one of my favorite shadows is MAC's Uninterrupted. I'm just placing that in my crease right on top of that Peach Smoothie and applying that with Sigma's E25 blending brush. I don't know how this wasn't in my life before. It blends out like a dream and is so pigmented, and I'm mad I just didn't discover it sooner. And again, with that E35 brush with no extra product on it, I'm just blending out Uninterrupted, and if you haven't noticed, the key to this look is blend, blend, blending, and some more blending. And then with NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Rust, I'm going to apply my base for the burgundy shadow. I used that jumbo pencil just to make sure that the burgundy color stands out so much more and to help that color last a little bit longer. What I'd really like to try though is Makeup Geek's Gel Liner in Poison, but it has been sold out. And I'm just gently pulling my eyelids so I can get into that inner corner. Lime Crime's Venus palette. I'm taking Muse, which is that beautiful red burgundy color, and with Sigma's E54 medium sweeper, I'm going to be pressing and patting that color on. Using a patting motion rather than a swiping motion produces more color payoff and also prevents a lot of that annoying shadow fallout that happens to fall on your cheeks. And I received most of my Lime Crime stuff on Christmas, so I do apologize if it is hard to get a hold of, but there are pretty close dupes for these shadows. I'll actually link the ones that I've seen down below, and you can get mineral pigments on Etsy, which is another option as well. Taking an E25 with no product on it, I'm just blending that Muse color so we don't have any sharp lines, and then with the same brush I'm going to dip it into the color Creation from the Venus palette just to again, blend the red out to make sure it is totally seamless and that there is a color gradient that goes from a deep red to a light orange. Then I'm going to tightline using Anastasia's eye pencil in the shade Noir so that there are no gaps of skin that peek through when I put on my mascara, and it also gives an illusion of thicker lashes as well. Using that Etude palette again, I'm taking this black shade in Toffee. With a small flat detailer brush, I'm going to be pressing that shadow on my lash line to create a pretty soft liner. I chose not to do a wing or liquid liner just because I wanted this look to be really blown out and smoky, and I just felt personally that a wing would overpower this look. Just curling my lashes, and then I'm just applying 2 coats of Shiseido's Nourishing Mascara base. I'm in love with this. It gives my lashes so much length and volume, it's ridiculous, and I actually end up not using as much mascara. And while that base is drying, I sanitize my hands to get ready to apply my foundation. Onto my mascara, I'm using Bare Minerals Lash Domination. This is my holy grail. I've repurchased it many times over the past couple years. Finally, onto the face, I'm using MAC's Face and Body in the color N1 and using a Pretty Girls flat top kabuki brush to blend that out onto the skin. With a flat foundation brush, I'm applying Pro Longwear Concealer to my under eye to hide those dark circles. And then with Sigma's Tapered Highlighting Brush, I'm pressing Vanilla and Banana highlighting powders under my eyes to set the area and to ensure that there won't be any creasing going on under there. Plus, with such an intense eye, we want that area to especially be flawless, just so that it doesn't look like anyone got socked in the eye. And then I'm just taking those powders and highlighting the other high points of my face and to balance out that under eye highlight. And then I did decide to go in with some translucent powder on a Sephora mineral powder brush to set the rest of my face because, like I said, I have oily skin. If I don't set my makeup, I end up a mess by the end of the day. I'm just lining my waterline again with that Anastasia eyeliner. Next, I'm filling in those brows using Anastasia's Dipbrow in Ebony since my natural hair color is lighter than the black that I have. So this is a must for me. If you guys are at all interested in seeing an in-depth tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, please let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to do that for you. And I'm just setting those brows in place with the Anastasia's Clear Brow Gel. I'm taking that medium sweeper brush again and running that Muse color along my bottom lash line, and as you can see, I'm connecting that lower lash line to the top so it's all seamless and blending it all together once more with Makeup Geek's Soft Dome brush. And then taking that Toffee color again on a small smudge brush, I'm using the same technique that I did to the top lash line. And then I'm just sweeping any fallout that occurred with my highlighting brush. And then I personally just keep blending until I feel that the finished product is to my standard. And I told you all that this was going to be a lot of blending for this look. And using an EcoTools flat brush, I'll be highlighting my brow bone and inner quarters using Aura from the Venus palette. And then lastly, to finish off my eyes, I'm just applying a couple coats of mascara with MAC's Giga Black Lash to my bottom lashes. I love this because it's small enough to get right under there without ending up a mess under those eyes or getting mascara under your eyes. And then I'm just going to quickly show you guys how I contour my face using that contour palette. Again, if you guys want a tutorial, please just let me know in the comments down below. And then my boyfriend was there making fun of my little fishy faces, so don't mind my laughing. And I know this seems like a lot of makeup, but that's because it kind of is. But the trick is to just apply very light layers and build them up rather than taking a glob of makeup and just slapping it on your face, because that's how you get cakey. I'm taking that shimmery color in that palette and just adding a little shimmer and glow to my cheekbones and a little bit above my arch. Lastly, I'm just finishing off the look with a peachy nude color lipstick. And that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned for my next video.